All right, Snow. We went to Pod Jam a few weeks ago in Las Vegas. We met some great people, and
we met some friends from the Great White North.
Canada. And we just went up, and the first thing we did was we apologized.
As Americans should be doing.
As every American should do when they see a Canadian. Right. I'm sorry.
We're sorry.
Yeah. All right, so we got Carlo and Zena, the Warrior Princess, on the podcast this week. Welcome.
It's nice to see you guys again.
Thank you for doing this. All right.
It's been a while.
It has in the grand scheme of things with the news cycle, it has been a while. It feels like an eternity.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so let's start off with this. I've been hearing some stuff about the election coming up for you. So what's going on with that?
So the election is for the equivalent of your president and your Congress. So it's a federal election. Justin Trudeau used to be our prime minister. Things were very negative about Justin Trudeau. So he resigned, and Mark Carney came in, and people seem to be really, really liking him, myself included. And before Trudeau resigned, it appeared that the Conservative Party, and we actually do have a party called the Conservative Party in Canada, that's fairly right-wing, as you could probably guess. They were, predicted to take control of the government with probably a majority, and the Liberals would be decimated. And after Trudeau resigned and Carney came in, and then Trump started everything that Trump did, it's reversed completely. And if we were talking a week ago, I would say that it would look like the Liberal Party, and we do have a party called the Liberal Party as well, would be taking control of the government again with a majority, which basically meant that they could do whatever they want without having to worry about the opposition. This week, it looks like it's tightening up a little bit, but there's still a very good chance that the Liberals will win. We've got a week and 2 days before it happens. Our election cycles are very, very short compared to yours.
Yeah, how long is your election cycle?
Here don't make sense.
Oh.
No, speaking as an American.
Because I'm an American and Canadian. So.
Well,
they don't make sense here either.
Don't you think it's better that shorter?
No, I know, it's true. You just have years for it to not make sense. Here we have weeks.
Okay.
Isn't that better though?
And I've been volunteering for the Liberal Party, putting up signs and driving people to advance polls and that sort of thing for the past 2 weeks, and it's really great seeing the enthusiasm, and a lot of it is we've got to keep Trump from doing everything that he wants to do.
From making Canada the 51st state.
Yeah, or
right.
beyond that.
Right.
We need someone strong to fight against Trump.
Yeah.
It looks like Carney will be that guy, and the Conservative leader, Pierre Poilievre, doesn't look like he would be that guy. It looks like he's Trump Jr., really.
Right.
He wants to be Trump Jr.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Oh, I hope he loses.
Yeah, I think it is a battle of fascism here. Do we want to go down the road of America?
No.
Right? So do we want to be like the United States? And there is a lot of momentum out there. Of course, the people that we hang out with are like people like us, but or that we associate with are people like us, as in fairly liberal-minded. But even I think it's hitting some of the conservatives, right? I think some of the conservatives do not like what Trump was pushing on the tariffs, right? Do not like it. It's impacting them. It's impacting them in their pocketbook, and that doesn't go over well, right? And so I think we will have some conservatives voting liberal this term. because of Trump. So that's the only thing I would ever thank Trump for, is that he may actually make it better for us here just by being himself.
Because he's so awful.
A person
Yes.
that I play hockey with who has never voted anything but conservative in his life, and he said that he's voting liberal this time, specifically because of the Trump situation.
Yeah, well,
That's good news.
Canadians. Who bullies Canadians?
exactly.
You guys are like the nicest people. And then it made me really sad. I mean, I understood the Prime Minister saying the relationship with the United States is over, but I was like crying. I'm like, I don't want this to happen. Like, no. It was sad though.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I can tell you it's greatly damaged right now.
Yeah.
People are not going to the States. People are canceling plans to go to the States. People are pretty mad. Like, people are pretty angry. We're not shopping anything but Canadian or
Non-American.
just not American made, which is funny.
I don't blame you though.
Celery.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
very sad.
blame you at all.
I mean,
But we definitely reserve our anger for the American government, not the American people.
Oh,
We
thank you.
realize that the American people, they didn't want this.
No.
So we like you guys.
Oh, thank God.
yeah, there are some. Good
That's all we
ones
needed to hear.
All that matters.
Right?
No, but we're seeing the effects of it here because we live in a tourist town, and we get a lot of we call them snowbirds that come down here for the the winter, and
A lot of Canadians.
a
too.
lot of Canadians.
Yeah.
And we're hearing that they're just not coming, and they might be selling their properties here because of this.
I have one that they do have a for sale sign.
Yeah.
I have a Canadian family that put up a for sale sign. They're trying to get out. Yeah.
Yeah, basically Arizona and Florida is where a lot of Canadians go, and I personally don't know anyone who goes to Arizona, but I know quite a few people who go to Florida, and they're either not going or they're not going permanently.
Yeah, that's an even scarier state. Like with DeSantis at the helm there.
Yeah, at least we're a bit purple here. So
Yeah, I would say we're maroon. I wouldn't even say we're purple. But we're maroon.
Arizona makes no sense because we'll flip-flop between elections. Biden took it in 2020, and then...
That's only been recently, though. Because, I mean, look at how long we had... We finally have 2 Democratic senators, but, I mean, for the past, 50 years, it's always been Republican.
Right.
Yeah.
So...
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Very
Don't you
right.
think people have short memories, though?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
So, who knows what 4 years from now it'll be like? Canadians will be down there again, just partying it up. And
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, I don't. No, unless there's a massive change in government down there.
I think there could be. I'm holding out hope, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, it's not the American people, it's the American government. So if the American government wasn't around anymore in its current state, and it was more reasonable, I think that Canadians would be fine with going back to the previous way that things used to be. As long as Trump is in, or any of his people who feel the same way he does, like Vance, or anyone else who might follow him, because he's not a spring chicken, or 25th Amendment. If those people are still around, then Canadians will still feel the same way. And we are definitely developing stronger relationships with anybody but the U.S. And that's unfortunate, because we like the U.S.
I like traveling to the U.S.
Yeah.
And that's scary for us.
Well, even if he just takes back the tariffs, rolls it back to what it was before, there's no way you're going to trust him.
That's right.
Oh, he's not trustworthy.
No.
Yeah, he needs to be gone.
Oh, no.
He needs to be out of office before I think we'll get any trust back, honestly. That's how I feel.
But I think we have to be realistic too, though. Like the Republican Party is allowing this. The
Yep.
Republican
Right.
Party could stop this. The Republican Party could step up, right? So it's not just 47, right? It's the Republican Party. And it's a scary, scary world. And it's a scary path that they're going down right now. And I don't know if I want to be at risk as a Canadian American citizen without an American passport, being in America with Republicans in charge, because the Republicans have owned this. They have to own this. The party has to own this. They have to own 47. They allow 47. They allow 47.
She doesn't like using his name.
I don't like his name. I'm not going to give him power.
Yeah, no, my mom used to always call him 45. I'm sure she probably calls him 47 now too, honestly.
45, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to rely on stuff like, Pete Dominick and Joe Cauvin, especially J.L. Cauvin, to get us through it. Just take your news with someone that just makes you laugh at it. And I know JL was just up there a week ago, 10 days ago. And you went to it?
Doing his thing.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. It's a 2-hour drive for us, and we did the 2-hour drive into Toronto, and it was a fantastic show. It was very well received, and if I remember correctly, the ticket sales were the highest that he's ever had in any of his shows.
Awesome.
He's going to be appearing in Ottawa at the end of May as well.
Yes.
Good for him.
Ottawa's not close.
I know, but I would go to Ottawa to see him again. It's good. It was so good.
It was really, really good. He was right on. And in the audience, in the row behind us and over a little bit, there were 2 guys with MAGA hats, and I was really concerned. But they were there. They were there to make fun of MAGA.
Oh, okay.
Did he film the entire thing? I mean, I've seen clips of it.
He did, and I in his podcast afterwards, he mentioned that he's not sure what he's going to be doing with it. He's at least going to be doing excerpts from the video, but it's possible that he might actually do the entire thing and release that.
That would be great.
It was a very, very well done show.
That'd be cool because the
Canadians, this is a good time for Jill to be here, because Canadians just in general are happy to watch someone that, we get to laugh at Trump. So it's a perfect timing, right? I feel like it's a perfect timing. So I wouldn't mind going to Ottawa to see JL again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about a 6-hour drive for us.
6 hours.
Can you fly there? Is there, or no? That's not possible.
You could fly.
Oh,
Yeah,
see?
we could.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have to worry about getting sent to El Salvador.
Yeah. We're afraid to leave the country and come back because they might deport us.
Honestly, I think it's scary out there. I think the world is, okay, let's be specific. I think the United States is scary right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
At this point, we don't want to go into the U.S. because it's too risky.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
So the last time we met you, that was your last trip to the U.S. until things clear up?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, it makes me sad because we had plans to go to where my mom was born in Michigan, and we had plans for that, and it was going to be a really good trip to kind of connect with my family history, and I was looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it, and we canceled it, and so it makes me sad. I want to be able to do those things comfortably, and it means something to me. I'm not comfortable, for sure, crossing the border in a car. Absolutely 100% not comfortable. Flying out of Toronto to the States, it's a little okay because you cross the border there in Toronto, right?
Right.
But crossing the border in a car, I don't know.
Yeah, my understanding is that because we would do we would go through customs in the Toronto airport, all that the American customs people could do is say, no, you can't come in, and possibly detain us, but they would have to release us eventually. And they couldn't actually take us and put us anywhere or send us anywhere, unlike if we were to cross at, let's say, Buffalo, using our car. Then anything could happen. So we're not going anywhere near a land crossing.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So is
Or
it meant?
Farm Jam.
Yes.
Can't go to Farm Jam.
Yeah. So the next Pete Dominick event is only like 3 hours from us, and we won't be able to go unless things get a lot better. And we're really looking forward to it.
Oh. So how far are you from Buffalo?
2 hours.
2 hours. So 2 hours from Buffalo, 2 hours from Toronto. I'm trying to
Oh,
do
1
that.
hour from Toronto.
1 hour from
It
Toronto.
took us 2 hours to get to the place that jail was performing because of traffic.
Okay. Yeah. How did you discover Pete Dominick?
Way back, he had a serious channel called Indie Talk, and I started following him then. That's what you're asking to. How I found him?
No. How did you discover Pete? Because I didn't really know a whole lot about him until Pod Jam.
Yeah. Well, I've been listening to Pete for over a decade. Well, maybe close to 15 years. And I listened to him when he was at Sirius, and then after he left Sirius, I think he started the podcast fairly soon after that, but I didn't know that. So I discovered him a little bit later on with the podcast, and I've been following the podcast ever since and been fairly heavily involved with the community.
Right.
And I was very happy that my warrior princess came down to the podcast with me, because she got to meet some of the people that I've gotten to know, at least remotely, over the years, which is really nice.
I understand the cult now.
Yes.
It's about
We have a nice cult.
I understand the cult now, so it makes sense to me. So that was nice. And yeah, you've been following Pete. You've been part of that community for ages.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to scope them out.
see what it's like.
What are these people about? And they're just nice people, right?
The whole group was just awesome. Every single person was awesome. Everyone we talked to, we had the time of our lives that day.
Oh.
We needed it because, I went away from it. I'm like, is this what it's like to live in a blue city? Because if so, that's where I'm moving when I'm done with, Arizona. I'm moving to a blue city. Like I felt at ease, not even tense at all. Everyone was awesome.
Yeah, and very welcoming too. They made us feel like family. We kind of stuck to ourselves out by the pool area, but afterwards we're like, oh well,
But everyone came to us.
Yeah, everybody would come up and introduce
including
themselves.
the two of you.
Yeah, everyone was so
Which is
nice.
funny, because I am very much an introvert. I don't talk to people I don't know typically.
Yeah.
But
Same.
That's how we connected.
Oh, we're very introverted too, except when we do this kind of stuff, and then that's when we let our alter egos come out on it. But yeah, we're very quiet and meek usually.
Yeah.
You do let your alter ego come out for your cult, Pete Dominick people. Really introverted, and what I witnessed was not an introvert in Vegas. Absolutely not an introvert. Like, you were hugging people, like I was like, what? Look at all these people coming up and hugging you.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should do a podcast on it. Do a podcast. Let your inner self out. It's almost like therapeutic at times doing this.
It's very much so therapy. Yeah, that's what I consider this.
All right, so let's see what else we got to talk about here. One thing that we missed out on was the butter tarts. and people were telling us how good they were.
Ow.
What is a butter tart?
So, a butter tart, if you think of a lemon tart,
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So we start at the basis of a lemon tart. So that would be like what the shell would be.
Okay.
Okay.
So pastry, baked.
That's the only thing that they have in common. A
Yes.
lemon tart and a butter tart would be the pastry.
Yeah, and it's there's a lot of butter. There's a lot of maple syrup.
Oh
There
my God.
can be various other things like I think a little bit of cinnamon usually.
Oh.
You can put raisins. You can put pecans. You can put M&Ms even.
Bacon.
Yes, you could.
Bacon.
I'm not a fan of the bacon butter tart.
I would, you know what? I'm not a fan of butter tarts.
She's not a fan of butter tarts.
It,
She didn't grow up with them.
no, it's kind of like
I
the
grew up
pecan
with
pie.
them.
Like the pecan pie filling.
Okay.
Minus all the pecan.
Okay.
Just really, really sugary.
Okay.
Very decadent and very Canadian.
Very Canadian.
Right. How much of it did you bring down to Vegas?
I brought 75.
75.
Oh wow.
How much does that weigh?
We went down with 2 suitcases that were basically right at the 50-pound level. When we went back, we were 22 pounds lighter than that. So between butter tarts and other things that I brought and left there, it was a fair bit. Each butter tart is fairly light. 75 together adds up.
I can't believe you didn't get a butter tart. There were 75.
It's a good reason to go to Canada, though.
Yeah.
Now I've got to go so I can get a butter tart.
Yeah.
They're very popular,
Yeah.
Mhm.
for sure. Very popular.
Yeah.
Now we can't order them because they'll
Like
put
at
tariffs
the
on them.
grocery store,
Right.
and they're okay. Or you could get them at a specialty shop or a gourmet butter tart place.
Oh.
And they will even ship to the U.S. It's not cheap to do so, but they will.
Oh, now the tariffs. Can you imagine?
I know, I was like,
Tariffs?
oh, it's really not going to be cheap now.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, when we went through customs in Toronto, they asked if we had anything to declare, and I said butter tarts. I think she was slightly amused by that.
And I was born in Vermont on it. So the big debate, Vermont maple syrup or Canadian maple syrup?
Oh, they're going to say Canadian. And you're going to say Vermont. Is this like the debate between Chicago pizza and New York pizza?
Yeah, this is the trade war between us and Canada. Maple syrup.
From my perspective, if it's maple syrup, it's good. It's maple syrup. Like there's different grades, but I'm no expert on maple syrup.
there's the real maple syrup. There's the fake maple syrup.
Then it's not maple syrup.
That's true.
Yeah, fake.
What
It's
is it?
not real.
Something else.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just this thick.
Like imitation? Is it just like sugar, or would that be what it is? Like
I
sugar?
don't know. You've had maple syrup from here.
Probably, but
Sugar,
yeah.
probably.
Yeah. If it's expensive, it's maple syrup. If it's not expensive, it's not.
Okay.
Generally speaking, like Canadians are kind of like nice about stuff like that. Like, you know, it's kind of like Vermont. Oh, great. If we went to Vermont, we would love Vermont maple syrup, right? But we might have to start becoming a little more nationalist about our syrup.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
might have to. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what you-
Oh, I said sorry.
Sorry.
I think I've been paying attention. I don't think either of us have said A yet.
I've not said A yet.
I don't think so.
I know, I've been missing that. I love A.
Oh.
Yeah.
A.
Because when I go to other countries, I'm like, I'm Canadian, eh? So I don't have to say I'm. Yeah.
You know how bad it is here is when they did the hockey tournament between the nations, a couple months ago, and they got to the finals. I was rooting for Canada, and I can't believe I was doing that.
Were.
Oh.
But then there's the traitor, Wayne Gretzky.
Seriously.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Wayne.
What's wrong with him?
What's wrong with Wayne?
He supports Trump.
What? I know why. Like, what the hell is the matter with that guy? I thought he was cool.
Yes, he was cool. Now he's not.
He's not cool.
Not cool.
He's really not liked very much anymore in Canada.
Canadians
He used
are
to be almost universally loved.
He used to
Yeah.
probably have to be a national treasure at one point. Yeah.
Yeah, now he's no longer the great one.
Oh.
That costume went down there.
Stripped of his title.
Kiss the ring.
Yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad Ovechkin broke his record then.
Yeah.
The Putin lover. We need somebody else to. Austin Matthews. Well, he's from Arizona.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
sad. Sad.
So, all right. So, what else do you like to cook? Because sometimes the thing you get away from politics is to talk about food on it. Is there anything like you two like to make best dishes?
In terms of traditional Canadian things, I don't know.
Just food.
Just food.
Carl's a great stir fryer.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
really?
Canadian, though.
Stir fry, yeah. Stir
Super
fry.
good.
I like some stir
We
fry.
are Italian, so we do know how to make our Italian food, right? So, but Canadian food, I don't know. What is typical? Just poutine.
That's what I was gonna say. Poutine.
I'm not a big fan of poutine either.
No, you're not. Survey.
I had a relative that made the Canadian meat pie, and it'd be like,
Oh,
you know,
tortilla.
beef and sausage mixed together, and that was really good.
Tortilla is okay. We don't make tortilla.
No.
Yeah, that's the word.
Whose family
Yes.
is quite
Tortilla.
Canadian. They make tortilla. So Misha, our daughter, is started to make some tortillas. I'm not very fond of tortillas either.
She's not.
I'm not a good
Picky eater?
We might be deporting my wife.
Missouri, I go. Woo-hoo.
How did you two meet?
Polly is waiting for you.
Oh, Dodge Holly. Oy, oy, oy.
Actually, the more I think of it, the more I think that there are Canadian foods that you just don't like the Nanaimo bars.
I do not like this either. And ketchup chips. Do not like
Oh, yeah.
ketchup chips. You know, my taste buds are quite Americanized.
That is true.
I like ketchup chips.
Yeah.
I didn't know those were Canadian.
Adult, right? And so I think my taste buds are very Americanized. Yeah, sorry.
I'm trying to think of a Canadian food that you actually like. I don't know.
Nanaimo. Do you guys know what a Nanaimo bar is?
No.
No.
Nanaimo.
Mm-mm.
That's very odd too. It's very odd.
It is. I don't.
Is it from BC or something?
It's from British Columbia. Yeah. It's a desserty type thing. I haven't had one in a very long time. I honestly.
It's like a square, it's got chocolate and it's got some vanilla. Why do I like it? I don't know why I don't like it, but I don't like
I don't
it.
know, but we haven't had it in
Yeah.
over a decade.
Because I don't like it.
Yeah.
It doesn't get to come in the house. And I like chocolate. I really like chocolate. But no. Maybe I'm just biased against Canadians.
All right, here's a question. Here's a question then. Are you a fan of Bryan Adams or Nickelback?
Oh. Bryan Adams. Oh, sorry, it wasn't my question.
Nickelback, I can take or leave. Bryan Adams,
Okay.
he's okay. He's okay.
Summer of '69, man.
Do you guys know the Tragically Hip?
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Tragically Hip is very, very Canadian.
Very.
Right. And who else do we have?
I kind of love the Tragically Hip. See? I like that.
Yes, you do.
So there.
Yeah.
Music. I like Canadian music.
Okay.
Or at least one band.
All right.
Yes. And we don't like Justin Bieber, so that's a good thing.
Justin's okay. Justin's very talented. I feel very bad for Justin. He had you know what? I don't like the way he was raised. right? And that whole P. Diddy stuff. And I feel bad for Justin. And I think he's very talented. I think Justin is very
Well,
talented.
you evidently know more about him than I do.
I do. I think Justin is very talented.
Yeah.
He lives around here, you know.
Yeah,
Oh, does he?
he's got a
Yes.
really expensive house.
Yes.
Yes.
He and his wife and baby.
Wait, he doesn't live in like Hollywood anymore?
He probably doesn't want to live in
I'm
America
sure he's got
either.
multiple
I don't know.
places. But he does have this one large estate that's probably about half an hour from here or so.
Yeah, it's not very far. And when Justin and his family is there, all the locals get really excited.
Yeah.
Plus, he was born in
They're
Stratford.
believers.
He was.
And Stratford is very close to us.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Oh, and I think didn't Justin's dad used to live in our neighborhood when we lived in Ehrenbrook? And remember when he was with Selena and people would have sightings of Justin and Selena in their car?
No.
Oh,
He's a good steal.
yes.
I love a yellow Topa.
Topa, yeah.
Our dog was trying to get on the table.
No.
Yeah.
What kind of dog?
What kind of dog do you have?
We've got 3.
Oh,
We've got a mixed terrier. That was the one that was trying to get onto the table. We've got an Italian Spitz who's lying on the floor. And we have a long-haired miniature dachshund that's in another room.
oh,
We've got
cool.
three.
Oh,
2 are rescue dogs.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on up.
Oh, that's cool.
2 rescue dogs. One came from Colombia. And one came from Egypt.
Well,
And the other one was probably a backyard breeder.
Oh.
Be honest.
whoa.
I didn't know it.
so this is Topa.
Hi, Topa.
Hey.
She's from Colombia.
Oh, so cute.
The second dog we've had on the podcast.
Yes, we love dogs.
Aw, do you have dogs?
No, I don't right now. You do.
Yeah, I have a dog, but I think he's a conservative because he's very mean.
He's a mean dog.
Yeah.
Me?
He doesn't like people.
Yeah. He's angry.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
He's probably a Trump
No,
supporter.
Did you take away your social security?
He was a rescue dog, and I think he was abused. You know, or it's a fact. I think maybe this is it. It's more likely that my roommate listens to Fox News all day, and the dog is just shell shocked by the time I get home.
Oh,
That's probably why he's so angry. He has
Yeah.
to listen to that all day.
Raw Ray was having to give him massages last night to ease the tension.
If I don't massage the dog, he bites me. So give him a good massage.
Yeah, I don't blame
little.
you. You don't want to get bit.
Enlightened self-interest. I like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's the question: if we to escape here, is there an underground railroad that we can get to wherever you are?
Arizona might be a bit of a challenge, but
We're kind of far.
I'm sure that if things got a lot worse, that there would be ways that you don't want to document on a podcast to get out of the U.S. and into Canada.
So now for my next question then. How well do you think it would go over if I was trying to be an American mail order bride?
Right.
I was an American mail order bride. No, I was Canadian mail order bride. Which one was I? I was American mail order bride.
You weren't a mail order bride.
You did, yes.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes.
No. You met online.
You would do well here. Honestly, I think.
Yeah, I'm
Is-
like,
is-
hey, any Canadian
is-
fellows out there?
Is Justin Trudeau single?
Avoid Alberta. You have to avoid Alberta.
Oh, you don't want to go to Alberta because.
Alberta is Canada's Texas.
Yeah, if you don't.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want a conservative Canadian. I'm looking for a liberal
No.
Canadian.
Right.
Yeah.
You're looking for a liberal?
Yeah, look, we got a lot of.
Tons. Ontario. Yeah,
Okay.
you would do well. I think you should consider it.
Yeah.
I gotta get my site up then.
Yeah. What's a Canadian version of Tinder? It's just all. Is it
It's
just
just
all?
tender.
It's just all polite guys. No or eh.
Right. Uh, That's funny.
You have to have a favorite hockey team, though. And it can't be Arizona, but Arizona doesn't exist anymore. So.
oh, I know. The Coyotes moved to
Well,
Utah.
I hate to say it, I'm a Bruins fan. I'm sorry.
You're a Bruins fan?
I'm from
He's from
New
Boston.
England.
I've always liked the Red Wings because they would do the thing with the. They got in trouble for that though. I think the thing with the squids or whatever.
Oh.
The squid?
Octopus.
Yeah.
They throw octopus.
Or the octopus. Yeah, the octopus. Okay. I knew it was some sea creature, but I don't think they do that anymore because they got in trouble for it.
What's the thing with the octopus?
They used to throw it on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used
Yeah,
to.
I don't know what the occasion was, but yes, they did.
And they don't do it anymore?
I don't know.
Were they dead or were they alive?
They started out alive, I think.
I think that's why it got canceled, you know.
Awkward
Like,
to have an octopus in your clothing during most of the Kentucky game. Well, dead or alive.
That's just gross.
yeah.
That's so.
I used to just like that team though, because I think that was like the well-known team, only because they did that, maybe, you know. But
I can show my Canadian hockey knowledge though. As a child, my favorite hockey player was Guy Lafleur.
I thought you were going to say Guy Lafleur.
Aye.
Why? But I thought you were going to say Guy Lafleur.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, being from Vermont, right?
Right. Yeah.
Is he from Vermont?
Yes, it just said he was from Vermont.
No, is
No,
he
Guy
not
Lafleur.
from
No, he's
Vermont?
from Quebec. And Quebec
Oh,
is
okay, sorry.
Quebec is
Yeah.
north of Vermont.
Oh,
I was only an hour from Montreal, so.
oh, I like the
Lafleur
Vegas
was a
Knights.
great player.
I forgot about I liked that the Vegas Knights almost won their first
No,
year
they
becoming
won.
a
Yeah,
hockey
and then
team.
they won their.
They almost
third
won the
year.
whole thing though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Knights games are fun.
I don't like hockey.
See, that was the right hockey.
I shouldn't be here.
I think we're learning.
I shouldn't be here. No, Pakistan, no.
No.
I think we're learning opposites
I'm
attract.
home.
I know, right?
How did you two meet?
Pardon?
How did you meet?
He ordered me through the mail.
She is going with that.
We met in online chat.
We did at a time when you didn't meet people online.
No.
It was like a chat room. It was.
I
Okay.
remember those. Yeah.
And I thought you were a woman.
That's true. I thought you were a smoker.
I thought yes. Why? And
Because you used to disappear all the time.
no, because I had a dog. I had a life. And you were always taking care of the kids and putting them to bed. And I just thought you were a woman. And yeah, we got to know each other there in that environment. And then we met a few times in person. And then we got married.
Yeah.
How many times did we meet? I laugh about it now because
I don't think more
it's
than
crazy.
four before we got married.
Four times we met, and then we got married. And I
Wow.
left my country of origin and left my family, which I never thought I would ever leave my family, and moved to Canada. And I don't regret it.
Yeah.
Not at
Especially
all.
now.
No.
And we actually got married a month after 9/11.
Oh
And I'll
wow.
tell you, you do not want to cross the border, and when the border guard asks you, why are you coming into the United States, you do not tell them, I'm coming to the United States to get married. Don't do that. They put us into secondary. They wanted to know, they wanted to be sure that I wasn't going to leave my job of many, many years in Canada to become an illegal alien in the United States.
You had your poor mom with you.
I did have my mom.
Wow.
She didn't understand anything that was happening with
Yeah, not
No.
a great English speaker. She's from Italy, and And I think she was pretty traumatized.
Yeah.
So I feel bad about that. And I wasn't happy that they were flying. I can tell you I was a nervous wreck when that you were flying. I wanted you to drive in or something. But we sent the kids home in an airplane.
Yeah.
And right after 9/11, we did that. And then we drove my car over the border. So yeah.
Yeah.
It was, you know what? I don't regret it. I was probably born to be Canadian in all likelihood. Have always had a socialist bend to me. And I don't know how that happened in my family. My family's pretty conservative, very conservative. And I just don't know how I came out so the opposite of them. And it made sense. It was the time of Bush. It was the time of Bush.
Yeah.
The first sure. For sure. No.
No, the second.
Bush.
The second, yes.
The second Bush.
I was wrong. Yep.
Because I worked for an AIDS project, an AIDS organization. I was a case manager, and everyone there, the first time Bush got in, everyone was like, oh no, this isn't good. Everyone wanted to move to Canada. That was their thing. We're going to move to Canada. And then, everyone's memory's always short, right? And then when he got in for the second time, when Bush got in for the second time, devastation. Like the people I worked with were just devastated. And they were all like looking up, how could they, move to Canada? And then I met him and I went to Canada. So I was kind of excited about that. So I would have loved you if you weren't Canadian.
Yeah, just no Nanaimo bars or butter tarts or.
I know it.
You are okay without it.
I am okay without it. Yeah. So.
Is this your usual banter back and forth?
I know, you guys need your own show. I'm like, these guys are the greatest.
Yeah. This is us.
Yeah.
I could watch you guys all day.
Yeah. I have a 9/11. I have a 9/11 story too from Canada. I had gone up, and it was probably in October, a month afterwards, and U2 was playing in Montreal. So I drove up for that, and no issues, no getting across the border and stuff like that. And my hotel parking was full, so I parked across the street at a convention center. Not thinking anything of it. I was just going to leave it overnight. Well, the prime minister at the time was giving us, the next day when I went to check out, the prime minister came in and he was doing something at that. So they locked down the entire convention center because of the security at the time. And I couldn't get back to my car on it. So I had to go back to the hotel, get the hotel for another night. I'm like going, do I have to call the U.S. Embassy? They're holding me hostage here. I can't get home. But I called the police in Montreal, and the police let me go in and get my car and get it out of there so I could get home.
Really?
Yeah.
The Mounties.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Because, Canadians are nice.
Aren't they like the Royal Mounties? Is that what they're called?
No, this was just the Montreal Metro Police.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Whatever they call it.
Yeah, the Mounties are very, very, very specific.
Oh, okay.
What do the Mounties do?
They're pretty much like the national police. So they would deal with like drug smuggling and.
Are they like the FBI? Kind of like the FBI here, or?
It would sort of be like the FBI, except that there are actual like RCMP cars with the RCMP emblem on it, so you could tell. Yeah, that's a Mountie.
Is that RCMP? Mounties?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't use horses.
Well,
That's what we thought.
In Ottawa, but it's all ceremonial, right?
Yeah, cars. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we thought.
But yeah, it's if you were to look for an American equivalent, it would be like the FBI.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they don't dress like Dudley Do-Right with the red jacket and the black slash thing and riding on a horse.
I think that's mostly ceremonial, but I won't say that for sure. Because we don't see them very often, especially around here. There's no reason for them to be around here, really.
There should be no reason
Yeah,
for them to be in New Hampshire.
yeah.
That
No,
would be scary.
no drugs, no gangs, no smuggling.
Smuggling.
Yeah, we're pretty laid back.
Yeah, well,
No need for the Mounties.
I know. And then we have to go and start, picking on Canadians here.
Well, we didn't.
Well, we collectively.
Yeah.
Did you go to the protest today?
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
Oh, you did? What was it like?
It was fun.
It got heated too.
The cops showed up, so you know it's a success.
You'll have to go on the Facebook page for the podcast, and there's this one guy who got really aggressive, and Snow went at him like a honey badger. She just arched
Honey
down.
Badger don't care.
Yeah.
I got in the mode. I'm like, oh no, you're not gonna come over here, and I was arching down with him with my sign going.
Yeah, and this is a big guy, like polar bear.
Yeah,
and
big guy.
And I'm FaceTiming it live, and I'm having him, and he just comes right up to me, and I'm like, all right, here's one where I take it for the team, and he just stopped. He's waving his arms like he was going to slap me. I'm like, oh, here it comes. And, yeah.
He did it to another guy there, too. Yeah. He was, trying to do the flinch thing, with his, acting like he was going to punch the guy, and I'm like, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of people. I don't like people like that. I feel like they should be able to say anything, but you can't be, inciting violence. I'm not for that part.
No, but wouldn't it make sense to try to incite some violence? I would think the other side would want to incite violence if they could, right?
Oh, yeah. They're all about violence. Some of them, I think, are waiting for a second civil war, honestly. That I think that's what they're looking for.
They were taunting us, put your hands on me, just to have the excuse.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, I didn't hear him doing that.
Violence at all?
Yeah.
From what we would consider our side.
Yeah, so, it was...
If I would have heard them saying that, I'd have been like, I don't want to touch you. You probably have cooties.
How big was the protest? Where did you go? Because I saw pictures. Where was that?
Yeah, we went to Toronto, downtown Toronto, in front of the American Embassy.
Good place
that I
to do
heard from someone asking a police officer who was there was 250 people.
Wasn't very many, but
it's a good number.
They were nice. The police were so nice. They gave us a nice little escort, kept us safe, and let us cross the streets when
they closed lanes, and they let us through traffic lights without having to stop. And it was very Canadian.
It was very Canadian, and it was fun. I was hoping there would be something today. But there wasn't anything.
No.
So I was kind of disappointed in that, but
yeah, I think
the grandbaby instead.
I think 2 weeks ago we had about 150, and today was probably about 75. So it wasn't as well organized as a couple weeks ago, but it was still a decent for Kingman. It was a good show up.
Yeah,
and it was a different crowd of people. There were different people that came out.
Yeah, and there was old friends too. I went up and hugged a bunch of people I saw last time.
Oh, nice. Aw.
I didn't know anybody in Toronto because they're from Toronto.
No, but it was a good group of people. Yes.
Yeah.
In general, it was a good group of people.
Yeah, we had our protest sign.
Yes.
Okay,
Had to leave some chance.
Yes, you did.
I did enjoy that.
You did a great job of leaving jazz.
Yes.
Okay.
I should have been a cheerleader. Why wasn't I ever a cheerleader?
I love them.
I wasn't the right.
These guys are the best.
What was it that you said? It was hands off, elbows up. This is what democracy looks like.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good
It took
one.
us about a block to get that figured out.
We figured it out.
Yes.
We got it. Your ears, my voice.
Well, it was a pleasure having you on. We love meeting you.
Thank you for having us.
We love the
I had a great time.
whole community, and we'll have you on again, at some point on it.
Yeah.
But stick around for just a minute. We're gonna wrap this up on the audio side, but we'll keep the video going for a minute here, okay? So
Okay, sure.
Snow, we got some other good guests coming up. We're doing good lately. We're doing really great on our guests.
Kicking ass and taking names.
Kicking ass and guests. And so to the listeners of the podcast,
Kicking ass and getting names. That's even better.
we'll see you all soon from the Honey Badger.
Bye, y'all.
Okay, bye y'all.